Okay, so no, we were looking up. She came home with this cookbook of like serial killers' last meals in prison, and she's been cooking them.
Oh,
Right?
that's so crazy.
Yeah. And so like and so she'll like serve up a dinner and she'll be like, yeah, this is Dennis Rader's final meal, and he'll be like fucking pancakes and chicken or something. You know, they never have a normal meal. So I've been eating just weird shit. Like I don't want to eat popsicles for dinner. And but we're looking them up, and we got on the topic of John Wayne Gacy. Do you know who John Wayne Gacy is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, John.
Are you eating his meal tonight?
No, we're not. I don't even think he's in the book, but I was like looking at his Wikipedia, right? And his Wikipedia is possibly the funniest thing I've ever read in my entire life.
Let me go to it. Why is it funny?
Well, because this dude is. All right, let's be honest. They always talk about
humor.
Yeah. All right. For those of you that don't know, John Wayne Gacy is a guy that dressed up like a clown and murdered a bunch of kids, right? And he, serial killers are always known as being like these really handsome, smart people. And John Wayne Gacy, he's just me without glasses. Like he's just this big fucking fat guy. It's not a good look. And I was like, oh, that's not good. I look like the fucking one of the most horrible people in history. But check this out. These guys are supposed to be super smart. I think he just married this woman that's retarded because she had no idea he was strangling people like kids and stuffing them under his house. But get this on. If you go down to the murder segment. Okay, so John Wayne Gacy, he always had these crazy names for things. And I want you to guess what they are. He came up with these crazy like taglines for things. Because
what kinds of things?
Okay. No, like you know, like a limousine is called a limo. Oh, yeah. You know, it's like call a limo because you're not going to be like, hey, call a stretched out vehicle that seats 25. You know, so he always had like these shortened down names for stuff. So, anyways, under the murder segment, let me look here. Okay, so here's one. The victims were usually lured alone to his house, although on approximately 3 occasions, Gacy had what he called blank, which is 2 murder victims killed in the same evening.
Twofer.
No, it was called doubles. That was his ingenious name for that. And then get this shit. This is his. They called it his modus operandi. Okay, so he would get a kid in his house, would drink drugs and gain his trust, and then he would produce a pair of handcuffs and show him a magic trick. Sometimes. Which was part of his clowning routine. He typically cuffed his own hands behind his back and then released himself with the key, which he had between his fingers. And then he would offer to show the intended victim how to release themselves from handcuffs. And when the victim was manacled and unable to free himself, Gacy would then make the statement, "The trick is you have to have the key."
Oh my God.
Gacy referred to this act as the handcuff trick. Really an inventive name. God, I wonder what he's going to show me the handcuff trick. I wonder what that is. And by the way, his statement is the equivalent of like imagine you're a serial rapist and you go, the trick is, lady, not get raped.
God, yeah. That sounds like horrifying. Like
it's horrifying, but also just stupid. It is the dumbest thing.
Stupid. It is pretty
This
dumb.
guy had years to premeditate this shit. His tagline when you get someone in handcuffs is, "The trick is you gotta have the key."
The handcuff.
And then he honks his nose and fucking wiggles away.
My signature move.
My signature move. It's called the handcuffed. If someone walked up to me and said, "Hey, you want to see the handcuff trick?"
Hey,
I would say, "Yeah, you want to see my sodomize your dead body move?" It's not a crowd pleaser. Yeah, so he has a bunch of these things. Okay, he would this is how you'd kill him. He would tighten a rope around their neck, and he referred to that act as the rope trick.
I'm seeing a pattern.
Yeah, are you seeing a really cool pattern here? And then before he would do it though, he would always tell them, "This is my last trick."
Oh my God. At this point, like, do they know what's about to happen to them? Or are they still just like, oh, cool trick? Like, if I heard a fat fucking clown tell me that in his basement.
As the neck's going around there, as their neck is closed off, they just go, "You suck. This drink sucks."